Inside the Barriers, brought to you by Bet Deluxe. Serious betting for serious punters.
Hello from Inside the Barriers for Bet Deluxe, and what a magnificent weekend of racing we have coming up. Group 1 races everywhere. The Golden Rose happening up there at Rosehill in Sydney. Can Anamoe do it again? He's about $2. Down here in Melbourne on Friday night, they're going to fly on the Moir Stakes night racing back at Moonee Valley in the Group 1. And don't forget, on Saturday, Sandown, we go out there to get our first look at Zaaki here in Melbourne in the Group 1 Underwood Stakes. And we've got the punter's pick, and here is the punter's pick, Paul Sebastiani.
Yeah, punter's pick again, BM. It's jackpotted this time. Yeah,
good.
so we're going to go, instead of $100 as the Dan Murphy's gift voucher, we're going to go for $200, but pick the trifecta in the Golden Rose, BM.
That's
so
easier.
Leave the comments down there in the Facebook section. Leave those comments with your selections for a trifecta in the Golden Rose. And if you win it, it's a $200 voucher, courtesy of Bet Deluxe from Dan Murphy's, BM.
What, you can make a mess at Uncle Dan's with 200, couldn't you?
I think you could, yeah, absolutely. And with the earthquake that just occurred in Melbourne, it was a little bit of reminiscing about the '98 Cox Plate. BM, did a certain gentleman call
away
it?
on the turn? He's got a one. The earth starts to rumble. Is that the one?
That was the one.
That's the one. Remember it well, mate. Yeah, gee, it was a bit frightening. It's gone all the way up the eastern seaboard and across to all different parts of Australia. So. Yeah, well, let's press on before the next one.
Big Group 1 up there at Sydney, PM. Anamoe, favourite for the Golden Rose. Rightful favourite, I think, $1.90.
What about the other day at Kembla Grange in the lead-up? They gave you $2.40.
Yeah, he drifted out, which was... see, this is where I think he's returned enormous. When horses like that defy the drift first up, and he had to chase down a pretty good leader in the Congo too, who comes up in the market here at $10, but Anamoe at $1.90, Remark at $8, who was actually heavily backed to beat him last start
and couldn't
just
get near
couldn't
it.
go on with it. Yeah, and Artorias at $9. Obviously it was beaten in the Exford Plate here at Flemington. Odds on, nightmares for punters taking.
Well, if you go head-to-head, Anamoe and Artorias, both were big runs in the Golden Slipper, but Anamoe was well ahead of Artorias.
Enormous, yeah, absolutely. And then you've got also as well Jarmea at $15, but.
About $1.90.
How do you can't go against Anamoe in this race, can you?
No. Will he get to Melbourne? Will he stay at the 1200 and go to the Coolmore or go to the Caulfield Guineas? You're talking stallion all the time. You've got to remember that. And the Coolmore and the Caulfield Guineas are a stallion-making race.
That's exactly right. I mean, there are sort of rumours and things underneath the wraps that he may potentially go to the Cox Plate if he goes the Guineas path. But he's got the brilliance, I think, to win at 1,200 metres if they decide to go that way.
Can burn horses at 3 at the Cox Plate.
That's the thing as well. So, as you said, the stallion-making races are the ones to go with. Look, my trifecta in the race, if I was to do the punter's pick, Anamoe on top, then I'd be going, I don't mind Jarmea. I think he's going to run a good race, and then in the Congo for third. So those will be my picks in the trifecta.
Leaving Artorias out?
Yeah, I think he's just going to get back 1,400 metres. Not really the best of goes there at Rosehill. I think you probably want to be a little bit closer to the speed.
Just before you leave Rosehill, can I tell you about a horse in race 5, the Heritage Stakes? A horse called Sort of State, number 1. He comes from New Zealand. He's a colt by Schnitzel. He's the best 2-year-old, I know, because we have a share in the second best 2-year-old on the bubbles, and twice we've seen the backside of this horse, Sort of State. This is a very, very good horse.
Yeah, he's
very good horse.
Double figure odds as well.
$10. Look, he's going to be my go for the day.
Yeah, Karen McAvoy takes the ride as well. $10 the win, $2.80 the place. Look, Paul Al is the favourite at $3. Home Affairs at $3.40, who's been very heavily backed in the early markets as well. Has been $6 in. But Sort of State, if you fancy him if you fancy that 2-year-old form from over in New Zealand, keep an eye out for Sort of State. Now
we go Friday night to the Valley, the Moir Stakes. A couple of horses have galloped during the week at the Valley. We've seen vision of that. I love the work of Profiteer.
I'm in your boat, 100%, BM. I love the way he's come back, and $3.90. He's the rightful favourite, I think. The Inferno at $5 was a smart win in the McEwen last start, I think. Wild Ruler $7, September Run $8, and Portland Sky, who did start favourite in that McEwen at $11. But Profiteer, 3-year-old, down in the weights there. And the thing is with him, he maps well for this sort of track. Front-running horse. He's going to go to the front, and look, I think on a good track.
He kicks on the turn. And
correct.
It might be September Run out of the pack.
Right. Yep.
Picking up ground on him, but maybe a bit
spot
too
on.
late.
Yeah, I think he's going to start much shorter than $3.90, and he's my top pick for the Moir.
OK, let's move you across to Sandown. This is interesting. The Underwood Stakes at Sandown. Here's something from the from the archives.
History books.
It's the first $1 million race to be run at Sandown, and the last time we had a Group 1 race there was 1996.
I was 2 years old.
95, 96, no, it was 31 years ago.
31 years
Yeah.
ago. It's a while back, and we've
How
only
old were you?
We've two.
I was there. Not at your birth. Yeah.
2 years old. Yeah, we've
You were
only-
watching play school and
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
watching
You
Sandown.
were watching the races. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. 5 horses in this field, BM. They've all
Supporting for $1 million.
they've all got scared of. They're all scared of Zaki.
Yeah.
$1.28 for the favourite at the moment. Zaki, look, he's the best weight for age horse in
He
Australia.
had a spin around there during
At
the
the
week.
moment,
Craig Williams familiarised the horse with the track. It's the beautiful big track. He's been to the UK. He's been around Epsom and the bigger tracks over there. He'll have no problem.
It's just a matter of how far you would
think
think.
so. What's
at the
your
moment.
$1.40?
Yeah, $1.28
$1.30.
at the moment. Yeah, Probabeel $5. Second line of betting. Superstorm 11 and the chosen one at $18. 50 stars at $31. The chosen one's run first up was enormous.
Yeah, he's going good.
in the Fiam, but they're not going to get anywhere near this Zaki.
Now, I've got a feeling there's an elephant in the room.
There is an elephant in the room. Now, this horse in the Sandown Stakes, race 5, number 2, Elephant.
Yeah.
Comes out of that Fian Stakes, was done by a whisker. It was an Ollie Gem.
Yeah,
he got done by an
Superstorm
Ollie
on the
Gem
fence,
up on the inside and just
When Ollie was getting the run, Sierra Sue was being blocked. She
Correct.
comes out and wins the
Sir Rupert Clark, yeah, correct. So that form clearly stacking up at the moment. $2.80 favourite, rightful favourite.
Yeah.
It's going to be my absolute best of the day at Sandown there. So race 5, number 2, Elephant BM. And as we said, don't forget the punter's pick down the bottom. Make sure you leave your selections in the Facebook section, in the Facebook comments. So pick the trifecta of the Golden Rose and you'll get your fair share there of that $200 Dan Murphy's gift voucher. And if no one gets it, it'll jackpot again. We'll probably double it again next week. So keep an eye out for that. Specials as well. Log into your betdeluxe.com.au accounts to check out all our specials this weekend. Big one for the punters at betdeluxe.com.au. Best of the day?
Yeah, sort of stayed each way, race 5, Rosehill, horse 1. Stay with him. Did you get an eye on Hungry Heart, just making up good ground there on Saturday?
I think that 20 to 1 that was on offer for the Caulfield Cup might be nibbled up soon, BM. So I think it's a good tip heading towards the Caulfield Cup.
Try 34.
Yeah.
Good on you, Paul.
No worries. All the best.
There we go. That was Inside the Barriers for Bet Deluxe. Serious betting for serious punters. Gamble responsibly.
Inside the Barriers. Brought to you by Bet Deluxe. Serious betting for serious punters.